everyone, and welcome back to Naomi's Bookshelf for the last day of Bookmas. Merry Christmas Eve. I am here with my January TBR, and this will be my last video until January 2020. Now, in this TBR, I'm already a little hesitant to accomplish it, but I will do my best. And we're just gonna start off right away with the one book that's in the book tree, and that is Little Men by Louisa May Alcott for the Louisa May 2020 read along, which I have been participating in. I read Little Women for that and really enjoyed it, and so I will continue on and read Little Men. So that will be my first book in January. The next one is also part of a read along, and it is The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. I read this in July, really enjoyed it, and I'm going to reread it in preparation for the other 3 books that will be following out in the read along. However, this is if I don't get to this, I'm not going to be too heartbroken, as I did just read it in July, but I will be doing my best. The next one is a series that I am finishing up, or working on finishing up, and that will be, the next one is The Long Winter by Laura Ingalls Wilder. So this is the one I'm on currently, and I figure it's going to be January. I might as well pick it up instead of picking up in like the summer. So this will be my next Little House on the Prairie book that I will be picking up in January. And I'm really hoping with these middle grades are going to make up for the big ones that you'll see in a few seconds. To make the suspense go a little bit longer, I'm going to show you the last book that's not a giant one. And that is my Agatha Christie of the month, and it's going to be Lord Edgware Dies. Now, I don't know anything about this, but I've heard it be mentioned on several people's top 10 Agatha Christie's list. And it sounds somewhat interesting. It's a Hercule Poirot mystery, so I know I'll trust the narrator, but I'm also not a massive Poirot fan, so I'm sorry. But this will be my Agatha Christie book of the month, and I hope I really do enjoy it and love it, because, I mean, it's Agatha Christie. Now on to the terrifying books, the books that I am I am interested, but I'm scared to death of. And the first one is Anna Karenina. Oh, this is a big book. It's so big and so long. I am currently this far through via audio, and I have all the rest to do in January. So we're gonna hope it happens. This is part of my Timeless Tomes project, so I'll be putting this one out. Also about Timeless Tomes, I will be putting out a review about Little Women and my thoughts on it, and it'll be part of my Timeless Tomes as it is over 500 pages. So an extra episode of that. But this one is scaring me. I'm really enjoying it so far, but man is it big, and man I am scared. So I mean, I could take someone out with this book. I could throw someone, it'd be like a brick. So that one is going to be, I hope, done. If not via audio, via reading, I hope. I have a really great audiobook with Maggie Gyllenwater reading it. I think that's her last name. I'll put a picture up here if it's not. But yeah, so I'm really hoping this is a good one. And the last one is a buddy read that I'm starting in the middle of January with Elizabeth Ann Reads. I'll link her down below. And it is one that I tried reading by myself and failed miserably at. So we're gonna try reading The Pillars of the Earth together by Kevin Follett. This one is also giant. We're gonna be reading it into February, so don't expect a review of it at the end of January. But it's a giant one. It's very floppy, and it takes place building churches in the medieval times. I'm not exactly sure when it takes place. I think it's 1400s, if I'm wagering a guess. So this is a big project that I need to read. I've owned this book for several years, and it's about time that I've actually read it, considering I need to read it or unhaul it is basically what's going on. So this one I hope will be a really great reading experience with Elizabeth Ann Reads, with Anna over there. So yeah, that is my last physical book. Now I have some NetGalley arcs, which I need to get to. So as of filming this, I have not read any NetGalley books yet in December. That might change for my wrap-up, so you'll have to keep your eye out for that. But there are 3 books that I need to do a wrap-up about soon, and I'm hoping that I'll finish these books in January, as one of them comes out in January. So the first one I need to do is Smokescreen by Terry Blackstock. I love Terry Blackstock writing. I read all of her books. I don't know why I haven't gotten to this arc yet, to be honest. The next one is The End of the Magi by Patrick W. Carr. And that one is for the Biblical Fiction Buffs Book Club on Goodreads. And so I need to read that one soon too, and I will be hopefully getting it done before December ends, but if not, I will be doing it in January. And then the last one that comes out in January is The Tenant by Katrine Engberg, I think is how, Engberg. And it kind of is giving me Lock Every Door vibes. So I'm excited to pick that one up. A few others that I might be picking up in January are the 18 Tiny Deaths by Bruce Goldfarb, which sounds super intriguing and nonfiction and crime, true crime kind of thing, or forensics behind it. And then also The Forgotten Home Child by Genevieve Graham, which sounds a lot like the Home for Unwanted Girls, which I really did enjoy this year. So yeah, those are my hopeful picks for January. And then the rest of them I will be reading another time. Hopefully I can get them done on my tablet pretty quick. But I also know that some of them aren't coming out till February and some of them aren't coming in and like already came out. So I'm hoping to get to them soon is my goal. So thank you so much for watching my TBR. I've had a fun time with Bookmas. I hope you have too. I'll see you all in the new year. Merry Christmas.